Hi everyone, I am Mr. Mahmoud. This video is for grade 7, unit 7. How was your weekend? We're gonna study lessons 1 and 2. Let's start with the new vocabulary. Weekend, funfair, bowling alley, exhibition, aquarium, planetarium, dinosaur, museum, dolphin, sports center, football stadium, wheel, diary, statue. Be aged, dark, nerves, school canteen, school uniform, swimming pool. Photos, area, tennis, fantastic, shark, team, which places, birthday, the earth, the moon, whale. Alexandria, come home, enjoy, enjoyed, exciting, friendly, great, history, hope, hoped, most of, page, park, shopping, together. Some language expressions like watch a football match, have breakfast, have dinner, have a haircut, have a maths lesson, take a bus, go bowling, go swimming, meet my best friend, play tennis. What a fantastic weekend. Do homework, go shopping, make things, play sports, watch sports. Some prepositions like look at the stars, at the restaurant, ride on the big wheel, in the afternoon, in the evening, listen to music, what kind of, on the other side of, moved to, at the end of, decide to plus infinitive, drive from to, frightened of, help with, in the morning, next to, on a birthday, want to plus infinitive. Some words and opposites like AM, PM, regular, irregular, closed, open, heavy, light, before, after, hungry, full, start school, finish school, the same, different. Some conjugations of irregular verbs like ride, rode, ridden, see, saw, seen, go, went, gone, find out, found out, found out, write, wrote, written, have, has, had, meet, met, swim, swam, swum, leave, left, win, won, buy, bought, drive, drove, driven, feel, felt, teach, taught. Some language notes, and the first one is but, and but is a conjunction that we use to show contrast. For example, I wanted to go to the fun fair, but my brother wanted to go to his favorite restaurant. On Sunday, we went to the planetarium, but it was closed. The other conjunction so, and we use so to express the result. For example, I love my brother, so we went to his favorite restaurant. Take plus time plus 2 plus infinitive. It took 3 hours to drive from our old house in Cairo to the new one. Buy plus something plus 4 plus someone. Mom and I went shopping to buy a new school uniform for me. Who with? Who did you go shopping with? I went shopping with my dad. Choose a correct answer from ABC or D. Number one, Adil was very ill, space, he went to hospital. Adil was very ill, so he went to hospital. Number two, Kamal is short, space, he plays basketball. Kamal is short, but he plays basketball. Number three, I went to the supermarket to buy some groceries, space, my brother. I went to the supermarket to buy some groceries for my brother. And now, how to write a paragraph about last weekend. Last weekend, I went to the fun fair. I went with my family. We went there by car. My father bought us tickets. There were a lot of interesting games. I rode on the big wheel. I felt afraid, but it was fun. My brother went on a ride. He was really happy. My little sister swam in a small plastic swimming pool. My father and mother went for a walk. We all had a wonderful time. We decided to go there again very soon. We went back home late at night. It was fun. Read the answers to Ziad's question. What did you do last weekend? I watched a football match. What did you do last weekend? I rode on the big wheel. What did you do last weekend? I saw an exhibition about dolphins. What did you do last weekend? I looked at the stars. What did you do last weekend? I went bowling. What did you do last weekend? I played tennis. Listen to Dina talk about her birthday. It was my birthday last Saturday, so I went to the museum with my mom and sister, and we saw some old statues. We learned a lot. In the evening, I wanted to go to the fun fair, but my brother wanted to go to his favorite restaurant. I love my brother, so we went to the restaurant. We went there 4 months ago for his birthday too. And 2 days ago, on Sunday, we went to the planetarium, but it was closed. So we took a bus to the aquarium on the other side of town. It was fantastic. I saw a shark. Read Adam's diary. Sunday, the 8th of May. Yesterday, our family moved to our new house in Alexandria. It took 3 hours to drive from our old house in Cairo. Monday, the 9th of May. This morning, Mom and I went shopping to buy a new school uniform for me. I hope students are friendly in my new school. Tuesday, the 10th of May. Today, I went to my new school. I was quite nervous, but I sat next to a boy called Sammy, and he was friendly. We had lunch together in the school canteen. Monday, the 16th of May. What a fantastic weekend. I went to Sam's house on Saturday and we played football in the park. I don't usually like football, but all his brothers wanted to play. It was a lot of fun. On Sunday, Mom helped me with my homework. Then Dad and I went to the sports center. It is great. There is a really big swimming pool. Choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. Let's go on the big wheel at the space this weekend. Let's go on the big wheel at the fun fair this weekend. I loved the fish, but I didn't see any whales at the aquarium. It was great at the space. My team won to no. It was great at the football stadium. My brother likes to space bowling at the weekend. My brother likes to go bowling at the weekend. He usually space a haircut twice a month. He usually has a haircut twice a month. Number 6, I write what happens every day in my diary. C. Number 7, my class went to the space and looked at the stars. My class went to the planetarium. Number 8, I spaced my best friend 3 days ago. I met my best friend 3 days ago. Number 9, last week I saw a or an space about dolphins. Last week I saw an exhibition about dolphins. Number 10, we decided to play basketball at the sports center. D. I went for space last weekend. I went for a swim. D. Number 12, I spaced my maths lessons yesterday. I had. Number 13, she moved to the school space to eat. She moved to the school canteen. Number 14, my sister Habiba always helps my mother space the housework. My sister Habiba always helps my mother with the housework. Number 15, last year my aunt Huda spaced to a new house. Last year my aunt Huda moved to a new house. I usually feel space before an exam. I usually feel nerves. I had a space weekend. It was a lot of fun. I had a fantastic weekend. I was born on the 29th of February. I have a space once every 4 years. I have a birthday once every 4 years. It took 2 hours space my English homework. It took 2 hours to do my English homework. Who did you go shopping with? And now time for grammar. And the grammar of today is about the past simple tense. How can we form the past simple tense? The past form of the verb. We use the past form of the verb. We have 2 kinds of verbs. The first one, regular verbs. How can we form regular verbs? We add D to the verb that ends with E. For example, bake, baked, smile, smiled. Add ed to the verb, like cook, cooked, watch, watched. Add ied to the verb that ends with y, preceded by a consonant. For example, study, studied, cry, cried. Double the last letter when it is preceded by a vowel, then add ed. For example, shop, shopped, chop, chopped. The second kind of verbs is irregular verbs. We memorize them as they are. For example, go went, catch caught, drive drove, seesaw, take took, have had, come came, buy bought, think thought. The second thing that we want to know is the usage. We use the past simple to talk about something that happened and ended in the past. For example, we played football yesterday. Number three, time expressions. And the time expressions here are yesterday, ago, last, in the past, and plus past year, once upon a time, this morning. Number four, question form. How can we form a question in the past simple tense? We have two kinds of questions. The first one, yes or no questions. How can we form yes or no questions in the past simple tense? We use did plus subject plus verb in the infinitive form and then the rest of the question. When we want to answer, we answer with yes or no plus subject plus did or didn't. For example, did he read a newspaper yesterday? Yes, he did, or no, he didn't. The second kind of questions is WH questions, or the questions that begin with question words. We form them like question word plus did plus subject plus verb in the infinitive form, then the rest of the question. For example, what did they do yesterday? They went to the cinema yesterday. When did she cook breakfast? She cooked breakfast 2 days ago. Where did you play tennis last week? I played tennis at the club last week. Number five, negative. How can we form negative or make negative in the past simple tense? We use didn't plus verb in the infinitive form. For example, I watched TV 2 days ago. I didn't watch TV 2 days ago. We visited our grandparents yesterday. We didn't visit our grandparents yesterday. Choose a correct answer from A, B, C, or D. Space, here I spent my holiday in Paris. Last year. I, space, have my dinner last night. I didn't have my dinner last night. What, space, you do last weekend? What did? I used my computer, space, morning. I used my computer yesterday morning. He, space, the bus to the city last week. He took. I went to England on holiday 3 years ago. The weather, space, fine this morning. It's hot now. The weather was fine this morning. I met my wife, space, 1983. I met my wife in 1983. When I was a boy, I, space, to school every day. When I was a boy, I walked to school every day. Space, you at the museum last night. Were you at the museum last night? Read and correct the underlined words. I don't see Habiba yesterday. I didn't see Habiba yesterday. We didn't get home until very late next night. We didn't get home until very late last night. Where will you go on your last holiday? Where did you go on your last holiday? They didn't play it well yesterday. They didn't play. Didn't plus infinitive. My last English lesson was ago an hour. My last English lesson was an hour ago. Who did write this email? Who wrote this email? Last year, I had my holiday in Paris. Last year, I had my holiday in Paris. The children didn't happy last night. The children weren't happy last night. Did they at the aquarium? Were they at the aquarium? Ask and answer questions about past events. When did you have your breakfast? I had my breakfast this morning. Where did you go last weekend? I went to the museum. When did you meet your best friend? I met my best friend 2 hours ago. When was Dina's birthday? it was in October. Complete the following dialogue between Salwa and Dua. Hi Dua, how was your weekend? It was great. What did you do last weekend? I went to the fun fair with my cousin. We had a great time. When did you go there? At about 8 a.m. Fantastic. Was the weather okay? Yes, it was fine. So, what was the best thing about the trip? Well, I rode on the big wheel. Another dialogue. Hello, my friends. What did you all do last weekend? I went bowling in the sports center. I played tennis. My father took us to the fun fair. I rode on the big wheel. I watched a match at the stadium. I went to the planetarium and looked at the stars. What about you, Salma? I stayed home. Oh no, why? My mother was ill. Another dialogue between Yara and Yumna. I heard that you moved to another place. Yes, we moved to New Cairo. Did you buy a new house? Yes, we bought a new house last month. Why did you leave your old house? Because it was quite small. Did your neighbors help you there? Yes, they are friendly and helpful. Great, I'd love to see your new house. You can come at any time you want. And now we come to the end of our video today. Thanks for watching. See you next video and goodbye.